Okay, on our previous video regarding a Baofeng, we showed you how to program in to a Baofeng 82 UV-82 model while in the field both a simplex channel and a repeater channel. Now the easiest way to do these things is actually to use CHIRP. CHIRP is a free program you can download from the internet. It's not a very large file. Anybody that has the operating system supported by CHIRP can download it, install it. There's no adware or any of that other crap. Here's the URL. You can pause this video and write this down anytime. Okay, so you would go to that, download it, install it, and you're set to go. And of course, you're going to need a programming cable that's for your particular radio. You can order programming cables if your radio did not come with one on Amazon and probably some other places, but Amazon's a good source for it. We're going to go ahead, we opened up CHIRP, so we're going to go ahead and go into CHIRP. Now when you open up CHIRP for the first time, when you open up CHIRP period, you're going to come up with this screen. It's going to look like this. Probably the first thing you're going to want to do, of course, is to plug your radio into the USB port on your computer and the other end into your radio. It's very simple. And turn your radio on. Okay, now that you have your radio on, go ahead and go to Radio and click on Download from Radio. When you do that, it's going to ask you for the port. If you get the port wrong, it's not going to connect up. Your radio has to be on. You'll have some options, COM 1, COM 3, COM 4. I happen to know mine's on COM 3. Just if you get it wrong, it's not going to download or it won't upload either. So just choose a different one from the list until you get it right. Now, the vendor, pardon me, the vendor is, of course, the radio model. Who made your radio? BTEC, Baofeng. There's a pretty good listing here, including some Kenwood models, some Anytones, some Midlands, and some Retivus, and so a few other ones. So you pick that brand. That's the brand. Mine's a Baofeng and a UV-82. You have to pick the proper model. It probably says on your radio somewhere what model it is, but you'd have to pick the right one. UV-82 and the UV-82 HP are not the same. You have to pick the correct model. So pick the correct model and click OK. And you should come up with this little pop-up here. It says cloning. So right now it's in the process of downloading whatever channels and settings and stuff are in your radio. Very good. And there they are. That's my list. I have like 99, I think I have 99 channels programmed in already. Yeah, okay. And for the UV-82 model, you have up to 127 channels, you can see right here, that you can program in. So I have a few more if I wanted to add more, but I have more channels than I'll probably ever use. Okay. And once you have downloaded from your radio, you want to go File and Save As, and pick a place on your hard drive to save the default channels that came with your radio. There may be some, there may be none. Depends on your radio. But you would pick a spot and save it. You can change the file name while you're in here, by the way, just if you want to. And I wanted to take that out, just for the hell of it. And I could save it. Very good. Now that's saved. That ensures that in case you mess up, you want to go back to whatever channels and settings and stuff were in your radio, you have a backup. You can back it out. Okay. Now that you have done that, you can click on some settings. This goes over some settings for you. Carrier squelch number 2, that's the squelch level. On the UV-82, I would leave it set to 2. You can change that on the handset anytime very easily. I got the battery saver turned off. You can write some of these settings down if you want. It's up to you. Now for the Roger beep on the transmit, I would not click enabled. In other words, I got that unchecked. So leave it unchecked. You can check it if you want to, but it's kind of annoying for anybody to listen to your radio when you get off when you're done talking. You let go of the push to talk button. It goes beep, and that beep is going to be louder than your actual voice was when you were talking, and it can be very annoying. I know ham radio operators hate it when hate to hear anybody that's got their beep turned on. Advanced settings. You can turn your box on and off. Okay, if you want to, I would probably suggest not having it on. It drains your battery very, very quickly, and box enabled. Dual watch transmit priority. You can turn that on or off either way. Really doesn't make much of a difference either way. Now, busy channel lockout, you probably want to leave that. So you can leave it enabled or disabled either way. What that does is if somebody else is using the channel and you press the push to talk button, when this is checked, it will not transmit because the channel is in use. Okay? So if you use repeaters a lot, if you use your radio more or less to hit different repeaters, you might want to enable that. People do not like it when you talk over them, but it's up to you. But I'm gonna turn this off because I don't use repeaters a lot. So if I want to talk over somebody, I can. Nah, just that way. Broadcast FM radio. If you want to be able to get FM radios on your transceiver, your little handheld or whatever, fine. Squelch tail eliminate. Yeah, we're going to eliminate the tail squelch. I would suggest you probably do that, but some repeaters won't like it. I'll still eliminate repeater after 5 seconds. Yeah. Site repeater delay off. You can just copy some of these settings. These are usually what works for pretty much anybody. They work on repeaters pretty well like that. Now you can, in the other settings, you can have a power on message. You can custom name your radio. So if you're in like a club where they use radios all the time, and they put their radios on tables and that, well, it makes it easy for you not to get yours mixed up with somebody else's radio. You just turn it on and off, and when you turn it on again, it'll come up with whatever message you typed in there. You say, John's radio, for example. Okay. So, this is how I have my radio set up. You can pause these videos anytime and just write down some settings if you're not sure. Compare them up to how your radio's set up. Okay, FM preset. I'll just go through all these. I'm not gonna change any of them. Not really. All right. And so we'll go back into memories. Just click on the memories. It shows you what channels you have in your radio. Okay, very good. Now, let's say you don't have anything in your list that you really need. No, we're not gonna change it. Okay. Let's say you want to. You're starting off fresh. You don't really have any channels in your radio. So let's say open stock configuration. You have several different options in here. You have the Murs channel, which anyone in the U.S. is allowed to actually transmit on. It's in the 2 meter band frequency. 2 meter band is ham only. However, these channels, I'm going to open up this file. Okay, there's 5 of them. Even though these are within the 2 meter band spectrum, you can talk on these channels legally. Okay, so we got those opened up. Let's open up another configuration. You have Marine band, VHF band, US, FRS, and GMRS. I'm going to open that one up. Okay. This is the family radio service and GMRS radio services. I know if you're using a Baofeng, you're not really allowed to transmit on any of these legally, because the Baofeng radio is not Part 95, FCC Part 95 compliant. Well, that's what the FCC finds. They may change that ruling because it's kind of ridiculous. But it is what it is. Let's go see if there's any more in here. Let's see. How about the Noaa Weather alerts? You might find these handy to have in your radio. Yes, you can tune to these frequencies here. These are your radio frequencies for NOAA weather. You know, get alerts like hurricanes, tornadoes, bad weather in the area, that sort of thing. So, we got all these open. Let's say you wanted to download from your radio again. So I closed that file, but I'm going to do it again. Same radio. It takes a couple minutes. Well, it might take a minute. Okay, here it is. You notice I have all these tabs open, and they're all different channels. So, here's my radio. This is my radio. Let's go down towards the last one to the left. Let's start this list here. Say 101. I'll leave 100 blank and show you something interesting. Let's say you wanted to copy these channels. These are the Murs channels that you're allowed to freely talk on. Let's see, if I press on one item and I hold down the shift key and go to the last item and then click, I'll select them all. Now you go to do a Control+C copy, and then you've got those in your Windows clipboard. Go back to the file you have open on your radio and click a line where you want to start doing the paste. Go Control+V as in Control+Victor. There. Now you just copied all those channels into your radio. Now if you wanted to go save this, you could. Let's go back over here to these are the Noaa Weather. Let's do the same thing. You just highlight the first one in the list, hold down the shift key, select the last one in the list, and go Control+C. That's Control+Charlie. You go back where you want to paste that in your other list. Select the line number you want to paste that, begin pasting that into, and go Control+Victor. And there they are. Now, say you wanted to save all those changes to your radio, what you would do, you'd have to go Radio, and then click on the upload. I'm not going to upload that because I've already got all that stuff in my radio. That's why I have 99 channels in it. Okay, upload the radio. Well, and that's as simple as it is. And when you're done uploading it to your radio, what you want to do is you want to go File and go Save As. Don't click Save because that'll overwrite your existing open file that you have in your radio. Go Save As, and save it as a similar name as what your current configuration is, but not quite the same. Like if you have a file name named Baofeng UV-82, name it as Baofeng UV-82-1 or -2. I think you get the idea. Pretty much about it. Okay, and that pretty much closes this short tutorial out. So have fun and use it wisely.